Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Here is your news for August 24th, 2019. We're kicking off with some news from WWE and AEW as the Wednesday Night Wars is officially happening. Earlier this week, WWE confirmed that NXT will extend to 2 hours and be moved to the USA Network on September 18th, just in time to be direct competition for AEW's TV show, which will begin on TNT on October 2nd. Recently, Bleacher Report, who does have some skin in the game as they are owned by Warner Media, who also owns TNT, spoke to AEW's Vice President Cody Rhodes about the feud between the two companies. Rhodes played into fans' fears of NXT changing as part of USA, saying, "My dad was instrumental in building the NXT brand. For a long time, it had been a developmental project. For Vince to now bring it to the USA Network as if it's a full brand, I'm just intrigued by it." Though some fans have speculated that McMahon will take the reins of the Yellow brand once the big move happens next month, there's little proof of this, as multiple reports have stated that Triple H and his team will remain in charge of the developmental brand. This will come as a relief to many, as though fans have been vocal in their criticisms of both Raw and SmackDown Live, NXT has consistently been praised, with many fans believing the show's epic storytelling being down to a lack of involvement by the chairman of the board. With that said, it'll be difficult for the boss to keep his hands off NXT, especially with the developmental show being one of the biggest weapons the company has in the Wednesday Night Wars. Over to Raw now, and though he may be one half of the new Raw Tag Team Champions, as well as one of the Red Brand's most popular stars, things haven't always been so easy for Braun Strowman. Sitting down with Sam Roberts for his podcast, The Monster Among Men explained some frustrations he was having with WWE, even recalling the time McMahon calmed him down when he said he was miserable. "He talked me off of a ledge. He was like, 'Look, big man, I want you for the long haul. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. I care about what you're doing 10 years from now. I've invested in you. You're one of my guys. Don't worry, you're fine.'" Continuing, Strowman also revealed that McMahon spoke with him at length to make sure he was okay mere hours before Raw went live, in a class act by the chairman. Vince's words clearly worked, as last month Strowman signed a new 4-year contract with WWE, so fans can expect superstars to get these hands for a long time to come. As one half of Raw's Tag Team Champions, it's obvious that Strowman is a busy guy, and the appearance on the Not Sam Wrestling podcast wasn't the only interview given by the Monster Among Men this week. Sitting down with GameStop, Strowman also spoke about ideas he had pitched for matches, including one idea that would see the heavyweight win a battle royal by lifting the ring and dumping everyone out. We all know that Strowman is strong, and the Andre the Giant Memorial winner clearly knows what it takes to win a battle royal, but the idea is yet to make it to TV. Speaking to GameStop, Strowman said he would be thrilled to lift a ring and said how there wouldn't be anything bigger for him to throw, saying, "I don't think there's much left to flip unless I ripped a whole roof off the stadium or something like that. I think I've destroyed about everything they've put in front of me." There's plenty of evidence that Strowman is strong, as the Greatest Royal Rumble winner was able to flip over an ambulance on the April 10th, 2017 edition of Raw and was able to turn over a semi-truck in January 2018. Even earlier this year, the colossal superstar showed his strength, ripping the door off of Mr. McMahon's limo on the January 14th edition of Raw, and proceeding to overturn the entire vehicle. Time will only tell whether the WWE ever use this idea, though if there's anyone with enough muscle to lift all that weight, it's the Monster Among Men. Over to 205 Live, and after developing himself as a star in NXT, Oney Lorcan has done the exact same thing on the Purple brand. His Twitter outbursts in all caps, as well as his skills in the ring, have made Lorcan something of a cult hero, a status which only grew with his recent feud with the Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak. While he is yet to capture the title, Lorcan did send out another huge tweet this week, once again in all capitals, where he revealed an interaction he had backstage with Vince McMahon. Telling his 57,000 followers about the exchange between the two, Lorcan said how when Vince came up to shake his hand and tell him something, the Boston Brawler was too pumped to hear it, and instead made a rock and roll gesture before walking away. Though walking away from your boss while he's talking is never the best idea, and doing it to Mr. McMahon is probably even worse, Lorcan said that the boss saw the funny side in all of this, as it seems the two have a bond. It certainly sounds like something Lorcan would do, so we hope that he is able to bring that same intensity to all his matches in the future on the Purple brand. We can certainly see why Lorcan would be one of McMahon's favorites on 205 Live, as he represents an old-school toughness that is rarely seen in WWE these days and has a unique look, to say the least. If this interaction is anything to go by, Lorcan could be poised for a future reign as Cruiserweight Champion if everything goes according to plan. Over to All Elite Wrestling now, and though Jon Moxley still hasn't had an official match under the AEW banner, it looks like he will have to wait a little bit longer. Though Moxley faced Joey Janela at Fyter Fest, this bout was non-sanctioned, as fans anticipate the first legitimate in-ring contest for the former Dean Ambrose. This week, the former WWE Champion revealed that he has MRSA and needs surgery, which means his match with Kenny Omega at All Out that is scheduled for next week has officially been cancelled. In a tweet, Moxley admitted he was gutted at the news, but insisted that the bad news came from him directly, also telling fans that though he won't be competing at All Out, he will be 100% ready to return for AEW's TV launch on October 2nd. This injury could not come at a worse time for Moxley, who has been one of the new promotion's hottest stars since joining earlier this year. Moxley's wife, WWE announcer Renee Young, replied to a tweet by the former WWE superstar with a broken heart, and she isn't the only one to show her support for the fallen fighter. On his own Twitter, AEW's executive VP described this as very heartbreaking news, but reassured fans that Moxley's health and safety is the most important thing they need to consider. Despite Moxley being off All Out, that doesn't mean Omega will have an easy night, as on Friday, AEW announced that the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion will instead face Pac, aka former WWE superstar Neville. Even with Moxley gone, All Out is shaping up nicely, as the show, which will take place this time next week, has 9 matches announced, including a main event between Adam Page and Chris Jericho to determine the first ever AEW World Heavyweight Champion. From AEW to Impact Wrestling now, as the company's first ever NWA TNA champion, Ken Shamrock, is set to return after 15 years away. Shamrock, who also enjoyed successful careers in both WWE and UFC, confirmed the news on Friday that he will be appearing at both the September 5th and September 6th tapings of Impact when the promotion reaches Sam's Town in Las Vegas, Nevada. Most fans will best remember the world's most dangerous man for his tenure in WWE, joining the company in 1997 as the guest enforcer for the Bret Hart Stone Cold I Quit match at WrestleMania 13. After this, Shamrock would become a superstar, capturing the Intercontinental and Tag titles, as well as the 1998 King of the Ring, before his departure the following year. After WWE, Shamrock would join the new NWA TNA promotion, winning the vacant NWA World title in June 2002, holding the gold for a few months before losing it to R-Truth, and is now recognized as TNA's first world champion. In July this year, Shamrock announced his own bare-knuckles fighting promotion called Valor, and with the new promotion set to launch at the end of September, having the UFC Hall of Famer appear at the Impact tapings could be massively profitable for everyone involved. Back to Raw now, and though EC3 hasn't done much since his call-up to the main roster late last year, that has allowed the former 24/7 champion plenty of time to work on his love life. After Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch took to Twitter to reveal her engagement to current Universal and Raw Tag Team Champion Seth Rollins this week, the 1%er showed his congratulations in his own way, replying with a screenshot from the dating app Bumble, showing a match between himself and another user. Telling the man that he's not doing so bad himself, EC3 isn't the only WWE personality looking for someone, as Kathy Kelly revealed that she too is also very single. This news came as a shock to many, including Kelly's close friend Kayla Braxton, who revealed that she wasn't aware that the interviewer and social media personality had split from the NXT North American champion Velveteen Dream. Though Kelly said she was single, fellow WWE personality Renee Young joked that this probably wouldn't be for long, which seems to be true as the interviewer has already been flooded by messages from potential suitors. One hopeful involved is Joey Ryan, who replied to Kathy's tweets to ask her to check her DMs, as it seems there's no shortage of people hoping to date the WWE personality. And finally, we're ending with some Hall of Famer news. As though Stone Cold Steve Austin is a true legend of the industry, not everything the Rattlesnake does should be imitated by the fans. As the center of the Attitude Era, Austin had a truly legendary career before his retirement in 2003, and his war with the evil Mr. McMahon struck a chord with many working-class viewers who had their own problems with their bosses. Earlier this month, someone who seems to be a fan of the Rattlesnake called Chastity Bondar was arrested on misdemeanor battery charges, as according to a police report, she stomped a mud hole in victim Cody Lee Havens and proceeded to walk it dry. Fort Peace, Florida noted that Bondar got upset when he told her that she drinks too much, another trait of the bionic redneck. According to Havens, it was at this point that the 23-year-old medical assistant grabbed 2 beer cans and, quote, went Stone Cold Steve Austin on my ass. This scuffle led to the police showing up at the garage where the fight broke out, and though Bodner was arrested, she was later released into police custody on Sunday. Bodner wasn't the only one who got into trouble though, as Havens was also arrested for fighting with police when they arrived, as it seems that all this needed was Jim Ross on commentary to make it a classic Attitude Era moment. Well guys, that's our news for today. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 10 huge, shocking WWE 2019 rumors you need to know about. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.